It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Eagles and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a 3-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. Play action now, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Dalton off play action. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama and finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. But first down, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Dalton to throw. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. After the sack on first down, Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Andy Dalton. Back to Kamara for another catch. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Green from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Hurts will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Oh, passing it. Dalton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Saints, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.